we spend money, but by percentage, the amount of money we spend is inconsequential. If you want to buy the toys and you want to buy that stuff, I'd say, sure, understand one, whatever you spend, you're taking away from the future. Now, there is always a point you have to balance between consumption and investment. If you never spend anything, you live your entire life and you end up with a big pile of money and you didn't enjoy any moment of that. I don't think that's the way to do it. But I do think there's a ratio there, and I think that ratio depends on you as an individual. I tend to always over-index on investment because I want to become a really great version of me, and I think that's going to cost money and it's going to cost time, and I like to be ready for those opportunities because the opportunities get bigger and have more zeros next to them, and there's no masterminds you get to at a certain level. You just do a deal with someone, and if for me to pony up for the deal might be like, hey, you got to write a check for 10 million. I'm like, all right, I got to have that ready for just on the sidelines waiting for opportunities, right?
Struggling to keep cash in your pocket? You're stuck in a cycle. 5 cash flow killers are draining your money every day. Grant Cardone says, you don't get rich by spending, you get rich by investing. Let's break the cycle and take control of your finances today. Take inspiration from Daymond John, who turned $40 into a $6 billion empire with FUBU. Starting with nothing, John faced serious cash flow struggles. He borrowed from friends, maxed out credit cards, and came close to losing everything. But he learned to cut wasteful spending, reinvest every single dollar, and focus on actions that brought in revenue. He didn't let small setbacks stop him. Instead, he doubled down on protecting his cash flow, treating it like the lifeline of his business. His key lesson: guard your cash flow like it's the foundation of your success, because it is. That's the mindset you need to break your financial cycle and start building wealth today. Cash flow killer number 1, impulse spending. That $5 coffee, $20 lunch, or $50 gadget adds up fast. $100 a week is $5,200 a year. Cody Sanchez says, cash flow is freedom. And the first step to freedom is knowing where your money goes. Track every dollar with YNAB, set a strict budget, and stick to it. Cook at home instead of eating out. Plan your grocery shopping to avoid last-minute purchases and redirect that $100 a week into a savings account. You'll save $5,000 a year. Money you can reinvest into your future, whether that's starting a side hustle or building an emergency fund. Cash flow killer number 2, subscription traps, streaming services, gym memberships, or random apps you forgot about. $100 a month is $1,200 a year. Kevin O'Leary stresses discipline, saying you can't build wealth if you're bleeding money on things you don't use. Audit your subscriptions with Truebill to see what's eating your cash. Cancel the ones you don't need, like that gym membership you haven't used in months, or negotiate better rates on the ones you keep, like your streaming services. By cutting these traps, you'll save $1,200 a year, money you can redirect into opportunities that actually generate revenue, like investing in a new skill.
Plan every day in advance. The best time to do this is the night before. Planning each day, each week, and month in advance will make you far sharper and more precise at everything you do. You'll have better focus and a greater sense of self-control when you work from a plan. You'll be better able to track your spending habits as well by planning how much you have to spend for the week, the month, and the year, and decide where you will be able to save.
Ready to smash these cash flow killers? Smash that like button and subscribe to Nova Society Finance. Let's build your wealth together. Cash flow killer number 3, lifestyle inflation. A raise doesn't mean you need a bigger car, fancier clothes, or a more expensive apartment. $250 a month on upgrades is $3,000 a year. Alex Hormozi warns against spending to impress others, saying true wealth comes from living below your means. When you get a raise, don't increase your spending. Keep your lifestyle flat. Skip the temptation to upgrade your wardrobe or splurge on a luxury vacation, and instead redirect that $250 a month into a high-yield savings account with Ally Bank, where it can grow with interest over time. You'll save $3,000 a year, which you can use to fuel your dreams, like launching a business or investing in yourself. Cash flow killer number 4, high interest debt. Credit card interest at 20% APR on a $5,000 balance costs you $1,000 a year. Add late fees, and that's $2,000 a year down the drain. Luke Belmar stresses systems, saying you need a plan to tackle debt efficiently. Use the avalanche method with Debt Payoff Planner to pay off your high-interest debt first. Focus on the card with the highest rate while making minimum payments on others. Call your creditors to negotiate lower rates and set up automatic payments to avoid late fees. By clearing that high-interest debt, you'll save $2,000 a year. Money you can reinvest into your business or use to start building your wealth.
If you can't live on 90% of your income, you won't be able to live on 1,000% either. That was a shock, and it was true. Financial management is a matter of self-discipline, not math. And when you start keeping 70% for yourself and dividing the rest between education, investments, and charity, not only does order come into your life, self-respect does too. You no longer spend every dollar as if it's your last. You begin to think like a builder, not a consumer. You lay a foundation. So 70% for living, 10% for investing in yourself, books, courses, knowledge, 10% for capital that works for you, and another 10% for charity, because once you learn to give, you open a channel to receive.
Cash flow killer number 5, low ROI investments. That $50 a month safe stock or $75 a month course that isn't delivering results, $1,500 a year wasted. Myron Golden says focus on high returns because your money should work as hard as you do. Stop throwing cash at investments that don't pay off. Sell underperforming stocks, cancel courses that aren't teaching you actionable skills, and instead reinvest in something with real potential. Take a $50 Udemy course on digital marketing to learn how to grow a side hustle and save $1,500 a year by cutting those low ROI traps. Use that money to grow your cash flow and build something that actually pays off.
The first recommendation is to think about your savings and how much money do you have for savings. And the best way to think about that is to think, how much money do I spend each month and how much money do I have saved so that how many months am I going to be okay without that? And to value savings, right? And calculate it, because savings in that is freedom and security, and think about what that is. So that's the first. How much do I have for that?
Want more steps to boost your cash flow? Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Never miss a step to your empire with Nova Society Finance. Your action plan to break the cash flow cycle today. Step 1, stop impulse spending. Save $5,000 a year by budgeting wisely and cooking at home. Step 2, cut subscription traps. Save $1,200 a year by auditing and canceling unused services. Step 3, avoid lifestyle inflation. Save $3,000 a year by living lean and redirecting raises to savings. Step 4, stop high interest debt. Save $2,000 a year with the avalanche method and negotiating rates. Step 5, quit low ROI investments. Save $1,500 a year by focusing on high return opportunities like skill building. Act now, take control, and build your financial freedom with these steps. As an entrepreneur building my own businesses, I'm here to guide you in breaking the cycle of cash flow killers, one step at a time. Cody Sanchez's cash flow focus, Kevin O'Leary's discipline, and Daymond John's lessons from his journey to billions light the way. Let's stay motivated by acting with purpose every day, building habits that lead to lasting financial success. Start today, take control of your cash flow, and create your empire with Nova Society Finance. Will you smash these cash flow killers? Drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up and like this video. It helps push this content to more people who need to see it. Please subscribe to Nova Society Finance. Always remember to master your money. Don't let your money master you. Want to learn more about personal finance and wealth building strategies? Please click on one of the following videos.